Hello Moto GP enthusiasts. Welcome back to ZNGP Today. Marc Márquez left Monday's Jerez test encouraged after trying a revised fairing, swingarm aero and a modified chassis on the GP26. The reigning champion reported improved front-end confidence, especially in left-handers, and logged heavy mileage as Ducati chases solutions to make the bike more consistent on race Sundays. Ducati used Monday's Jerez test to chase aerodynamic gains after a difficult Spanish GP weekend, with team manager Davide Tardozzi describing the work as focused on adding front downforce to counter Aprilia's advantage in fast corners. The factory hopes the aero direction trial at Jerez will deliver something extra for upcoming rounds and help stabilize race performance. Marquez Bagnaia left the Jerez test encouraged after Ducati's aerodynamic experiments, saying the revised package helped the GP26 carry speed through corners without widening the line. He remains cautious about electronics and braking, but believes the direction tested could be useful at Le Mans if validated. Claudio Domenicali offered a wide-ranging view of Ducati's current Moto GP trajectory, Marc Márquez's recovery, and the factory's new Youth Academy project. He confirmed that rider contract renewals are essentially complete, with an official announcement expected soon, while also acknowledging the shifting competitive balance in the championship. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Marquez completed 68 laps at the Jerez test, briefly topping the timesheets in the afternoon, and described a tangible gain in front-end feel. The main items evaluated were a revised fairing, swingarm aero and chassis tweaks aimed at recovering the bike's lost strengths without sacrificing its positives. I started to feel a bit more confident with the front, especially in the left corners. High-mileage test days are ideal for validating aero and chassis changes because they reveal effects on tire warm-up, stability, and consistency over long runs. The new aero package appears to have improved stability through fast direction changes and helped recover some of Marquez's traditional cornering strengths. He reported gains in both left and right corners, suggesting the changes broadened the bike's usable window rather than creating a one-sided fix. Team manager Davide Tardozzi confirmed the test targeted multiple areas because Marquez and Bagnaia are asking for different improvements. Marquez prioritized fast corner speed and stability, while Bagnaia remains focused on braking feel and corner entry. Marc is happy about this new configuration. On Pecco's side, we'll see, Tardozzi said. When factory riders require divergent solutions, engineers must balance compromises or develop modular options that can be tailored per rider. Bagnaia finished the test with cautious optimism. He called the aero package promising but said more time is needed to understand the full effect and to address his braking concerns. He hopes the direction tried at Jerez points toward a fix for stopping stability. Aerodynamics package is working well. We just need more now to be more focused on stopping the bike. A successful aero direction for one rider does not automatically solve braking or entry issues for another. Iterative testing is required to marry both objectives. Ducati's priority is converting flashes of pace into repeatable Sunday performance. The Jerez test aimed to find reproducible gains that translate across circuits. Both riders will push to have validated items ready for Le Mans if the data supports rollout. Tests that improve front-end confidence and tire behavior can yield immediate race benefits. The challenge is ensuring those gains are not track-specific. Monday's Jerez test delivered encouraging signs for Ducati. Marquez reported improved front-end feel and the aero package looks promising, while Bagnaia sees a direction worth exploring further. The next steps are data analysis, targeted refinements, and deciding which items can be deployed reliably at upcoming rounds. If Ducati can turn the Jerez gains into consistent race day stability, both riders could convert pace into podiums. If not, the team will need more iterative testing to reconcile the differing demands of its two factory stars. Ducati identified high-speed corners, notably turns 11 and 12 at Jerez, as decisive areas where Aprilia's package currently outperforms the GP26. Tardozzi said extra aerodynamic load on the front could improve grip and reduce the tendency for the bike to lift under crosswinds, a factor he believes contributed to Marc Márquez's crash. "We're doing some testing, experimenting with aerodynamic mixes to find the right solution. When rivals gain in fast sections, aero is often the quickest lever to recover time without wholesale chassis redesign." Ducati ran revised fairings, swingarm aero and chassis tweaks during the in-season test, logging extensive laps to validate stability and tire behavior. Marc Márquez reported improved front-end confidence from the changes, while Bagnaia saw promise but still needs braking and entry improvements. High-mileage validation is essential to ensure aero gains are consistent across tire warm-up phases and race distances. Tardozzi suggested wind gusts at Jerez reduced front load and contributed to Márquez's loss of grip. The aero work therefore targeted not only pure downforce but also stability in variable wind conditions to prevent similar incidents. Aerodynamic solutions that stabilize the bike in crosswinds can deliver both safety and lap time benefits, especially at circuits with exposed sectors. Ducati faces the challenge of satisfying two distinct rider requests. Márquez seeks more fast corner speed and front stability, while Bagnaia prioritizes braking feel and corner entry. Engineers must either find a compromise or develop modular options that can be tailored per rider. Factory teams often split development paths when riders' demands diverge, then converge on a package that maximizes overall team performance. Tardozzi expressed confidence that the Jerez work will yield tangible gains from this race, and especially from the next one. He acknowledged some tracks will still favor Aprilia, but expects Ducati to be more competitive as the aero direction is refined ahead of Le Mans. Translating test gains into race results requires careful rollout and track-specific validation. Le Mans will be the first meaningful indicator of transferability. Ducati's Jerez test was a targeted response to Aprilia's edge in fast corners, with aero the primary lever under investigation. Early feedback is encouraging. Márquez reported improved front feel and Bagnaia saw a promising direction, but the team must now analyze data, reconcile differing rider needs and decide which items to deploy. If the aero gains prove robust across conditions, Ducati could narrow the gap quickly. If they are track-specific, further iterations will be needed before the factory can consistently challenge Aprilia. Bagnaia reported positive gains from the new aero, which improved corner speed and stability. He felt the bike was faster with the tires and pace used during the test, and described the day as an important step after a period of limited development. "I'm happy with the aerodynamics, so I hope they can bring it to us as soon as possible." Aero that preserves line while increasing corner speed is a direct lap time win. The challenge is ensuring those gains translate across tracks. While aerodynamics showed promise, Bagnaia said the electronics work is more complicated and that the team is still going around in circles on stopping and corner entry behavior. The test produced a direction, not a finished solution, and engineers will need more time to refine mappings and settings. Electronics and engine braking mapping are often the trickiest items to tune quickly because they interact with rider style, tire behavior, and chassis balance. Ducati mixed different aero packages during the test, including the fairing Marquez used and a faired step seen in earlier tests. Bagnaia stressed this is part of extracting the best from each concept rather than confusion. Testing multiple options narrows the path to a robust solution. Running several aero permutations in one day is standard practice to identify which direction yields consistent gains across tire warm-up and long runs. Rear tire degradation has been a season-long issue for Bagnaia, but the Jerez test did not allow a full race distance assessment because of the sprint rain and his early race retirement. He noted that a bike better suited to turning could help tire life, but true validation requires race conditions. Tire wear is a race metric. Promising test signs must be confirmed under full distance stress to be actionable. Bagnaia believes Le Mans could suit the new aero and hopes Ducati can deploy the validated package quickly. The immediate plan is data analysis, further refinement of electronics and braking, and targeted development to ensure the aero gains do not compromise other areas. If the aero proves transferable, Le Mans will be the first meaningful check. Otherwise, Ducati will need iterative fixes before the next European rounds. Jerez delivered encouraging aerodynamic progress for Ducati and a clearer development path for Bagnaia, but electronics and braking remain the critical unknowns. The team must now convert promising aero data into a balanced package that restores braking confidence and tire durability. Success at Le Mans will be the first real test of whether the Jerez gains are race-ready. Ducati has launched the V2 Future Champ Academy in collaboration with Michel Piro's Garage 51, designed to nurture young Italian riders and provide a structured path toward MotoGP. Domenicali described the initiative as a long-standing ambition finally realized, aimed at giving families and aspiring talents a tangible opportunity to dream big. Our dream would be to take a young rider to MotoGP who starts precisely from this path. Such academies are more than symbolic. They create a talent pipeline, reinforce Ducati's identity as a national sporting institution, and ensure continuity between grassroots development and factory racing. In the long run, this could produce the next Bagnaia or Marquez, riders who embody Ducati's philosophy from the earliest stages of their careers. Domenicali admitted that Ducati's dominance of the past 4 to 5 years has been eroded, with Aprilia making a decisive leap forward. He framed this as positive for MotoGP, noting that competition now hinges on rider form and incremental development rather than outright supremacy. Marco Bezzecchi's extraordinary run of victories was singled out as evidence of the new balance. Domenicali confirmed that Marquez's shoulder injury in Indonesia was significant and kept him sidelined longer than expected. He said the recent break allowed further recovery, but stressed that MotoGP demands absolute fitness. 101%, rather than 98%. Marquez feels better, but Ducati recognizes that his physical condition remains a decisive factor in their campaign. Domenicali revealed that Marquez's renewal is essentially agreed, with only final details pending. The delay in public confirmation is linked to broader negotiations with MotoGP organizers and team structures for 2027. He assured that clarity is imminent and that the official announcement will come soon. This reflects the complex ecosystem of MotoGP contracts, where rider deals are intertwined with Concord-style agreements between teams and organizers. Ducati's careful timing ensures that commercial and organizational frameworks are aligned before making headlines. Domenicali struck a balanced tone. Ducati will continue refining the GP26, invest in youth development, and adapt to rivals' gains. The immediate focus is consolidating technical progress from recent tests, supporting Marquez's recovery, and ensuring Bagnaia regains confidence after his own struggles. Domenicali's remarks blend realism with optimism. Ducati accepts that the championship is tighter, but sees this as healthy for the sport. The V2 Future Champ project signals a commitment to the next generation, while Marquez's renewal, soon to be official, anchors the factory's immediate future. The coming weeks will reveal whether Ducati's aerodynamic and chassis work, combined with Marquez's recovery, can restore consistency on race Sundays and reassert their place at the front of MotoGP's new competitive order. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. And see you next time!